With approximately 1,000 franchisees around the world, Franchise Services Incorporated is the world's largest franchisor of printing, copying, and document management centers. Franchise Services works closely with its franchisees to make sure their customers are receiving the benefits of the latest technology, that the franchisees' business processes are optimized, and their revenues and profits are maximized. Given the dramatic changes faced by the quick print industry, meeting those objectives is a continuing challenge. Digital technologies are replacing analog. Customers are looking for more sophisticated, value-added services, and every day brings more pressure to get more work done in less time.
There's no doubt that the industry is changing dramatically from analog to digital and probably from a commodity product to a value-added product and services.
We have franchisees that are very, very small operations and very, very large operations. And one of the common threads throughout all of these operations is the workflow challenge, that there are more and more jobs going through a shop in a shorter and shorter amount of time for less profit.
Xerox has partnered with Franchise Services for many years and helps both Franchise Services and its franchisees grow.
We went into Franchise Services and talked to them about how we could help them. We then drilled down to an individual franchise location to say, what are the problems here? And how can we help you be more profitable?
This Sir Speedy franchise in Charlotte, North Carolina, faced many of the challenges common to the industry. Xerox worked with Franchise Services to help develop a pilot Lean Six Sigma project that would help Sir Speedy meet these challenges and to grow their business.
Well, the problem here at Sir Speedy Charlotte was workflow, and how efficient and how productive was the workflow.
Xerox introduced Franchise Services to Lean Six Sigma, a combination of industry-recognized process improvement methods which help eliminate non-value-added work steps and build continuous improvement into all aspects of a business. Xerox has invested in developing Lean Six Sigma Black Belt and Green Belt resources. The company has also invested in developing patented process tools, such as Lean Document Production Software, which enables quick modeling of possible process improvements.
For the individual franchisees that effectively is utilizing Lean Six Sigma, it helps them optimize the workflow of their entire solution in their shop. Therefore, they're able to meet their customers' needs in a way that is not only more cost-effective, but more profitable for them.
The difference that Lean Six Sigma brings to productivity improvement is a proven tool set, a tool set that works, that follows a closed-loop process, a DMAIC methodology: define, measure, analyze, improve, control. And there are specific tools inside of each phase of that methodology. And once a person or a team or a black belt follows these phases through, they will achieve these business productivity improvements as well as control and sustain those improvements going forward.
When we started the Lean Six Sigma project, our goals, as we saw it, was to increase efficiency, which of course would be increased profit. Of course, when you have Xerox come in, you're kind of expecting they're going to come in with, okay, let's buy some new equipment.
Pat thought we were going to sell him more gear. Pat thought Xerox was going to walk in and look at his equipment base and determine, you may need this additional equipment or you may need to upgrade, etc., etc. I think Pat was very surprised to find out what Lean Six Sigma truly was about.
When people come in and tell you about your business, they're usually, you're hoping they're going to tell you you're wonderful.
There was finishing equipment all over his shop. It was a really spread out process where employees had to walk a lot. They had to carry jobs to these individual equipment locations.
And then when you hear, no, some of the things you do aren't real wonderful, and you start to understand that you really aren't as good as you think you are.
We looked at workflow from the job coming into the center, and we looked at the job going through the center and all the various steps, graphic design, production, finishing, etc., and coming out and going through the shipping process.
I was a little dubious that the type of analysis that goes on in this kind of program would make sense for a small business.
Xerox came in and presented the different scenarios available to us, and there were, I think, 26.
What does it look like if we change equipment? What does it look like if we change headcount, we add or we take away certain labor requirements?
I expected a voluminous amount of information. What I really didn't expect was the amount of analysis that came with it and the quality of the analysis.
What does it look like if we change hours of operation or maybe shift coverages? All of that took place in these 26 scenarios.
The solutions didn't necessarily recommend Xerox technology, but they just kind of looked at his center in a real-world type of way and made very easy, very simple fix recommendations. And I think that was really beneficial for that operation.
Doesn't mean you don't bring product along. It means product comes along as part of the solution. But if part of the solution is teaching a customer how more effectively utilize the product you've already sold them, that's the process you should take.
And what we did was put the digital workflow into one cell, and that cell had all the equipment necessary to run digital jobs and get them out the door. And then we put the commercial print into one cell doing the same thing.
It improved our profitability. It improved flow through the shop. It helped us understand where we have problems, and it's helped us on an ongoing basis to work on those. And it's also helping us looking at customers differently, understanding the workflow that we've got and going back to them to try to work together with them to create a workflow that takes out the non-productive steps.
Now they do a lot less walking, they're minimized, and they're able to get it out the door quickly.
One of the initial big bangs is we lowered our paper cost about 8%.
They saw a 39% improvement in on-time performance. They saw a 28% improvement in the reduction of movement within their processes. They saw a 30% improvement in value add and activities inside of their workflow processes. And they also saw a 10% improvement on job earliness. How early were they getting the jobs done?
Frankly, the feedback that we got back was exceptional. It was usable information, stuff that we could make a difference in our business, and I think Pat would tell you it's making a difference in his business, and the difference is more profit.